Yeah, it feels weird. I've had second guesses, second thoughts, all that. In the 2-hour drive down to Joe's in this truck, I've been sitting here going, should I? Should I? I don't know. We're doing it. Just got to do it. We're doing it. It's done. We're too far in. There's no going back now. There's no going back. Okay. Fredster, we brought down a little paint, y'all. I'm not even going to show you until it's done. What is in there? Who knows? You know what color we're going with, Fernal?
Yep.
Don't tell him. Okay, lucky number 2. Yes. Joe, I think I see him in his office. I see him in the reflection. You guys see him in the reflection? Look at that guy. Joe. I've been having second thoughts the whole way down.
Why?
I got this engine. I haven't had one code in 35,000 miles. It's just been running like a top. And
Yeah.
I'm driving this perfectly great truck now just to rip the engine out of it. It just seems counter to what,
Yeah.
right? But I
Better
figure.
off in the long run.
What's that? That looks like a lot of work.
That's a cylinder head for Gary. And the rest of the in-frame kit for that Cummins right there.
A lot of engine. This is Gary's engine, right? Or no? No. Sorry.
That one's a little big.
That would be something. This is the 8.3
Yeah.
that came out of that payloader.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, you got her tore down quick.
Yeah.
Dang. Ain't any strangeness inside?
Just melted pistons and...
You guys, check this out. If you're wondering what a melted piston looks like, it's that. Whee! That comes, you think, from fuel? Too much fuel? Or hard to say?
Too much fuel or overheated really badly. You can tell, look at the color, difference in color on the liners.
Warm, huh? 2 of them kind of baked.
Yeah.
Boy, look at that. Yowza. Yes, I bet y'all out there going, I'm glad that's somebody else's payloader and not mine.
And it was like a week or so after, I'm like, so what happened with the time? I was like, oh yeah, they hit something and broke. One other thing we did on there, I said, this is cold or does this work? And he's like, oh, this was a different truck.
You guys, it's well underway. We're getting this painted. You're seeing the colors here a little bit. It's going to be great, good and gold. We are here in Joe's shop, of course, and one of my favorite games I like to play with a mechanic is this. Joel, are you ready for how well do you know your parts? Oh. So you guys, I like to just pick a random part from around the shop and see if Josel remembers what it is. Okay. Oh yeah, look at that one. It's got some special thing on it. Josel. This. Come on.
I don't think that came from that engine.
Dang it. Okay, we're gonna start with something a little easier.
So that bag,
Okay.
that was that bag you brought
Oh,
of all the miscellaneous
all that random stuff.
bolts.
Okay. Okay. You know, this should actually get progressively harder. So, Josel, you ready for the next round?
Yep.
Okay, that was like warm up kind of. What is this part, Josel? Do you viewers know what that is? That would be a
starter.
Yay!
But not the one for this engine.
Oh, that's right.
Because look at the name on it.
Yeah. Backar. Right. You guys saw that starter. Like when we got this engine, he's like, yeah, I got a starter and an ECM and a bunch of stuff for it. Right? Because it was all missing because they'd kind of been working on it. And Joe calls and he's like, hey, got a problem with the starter. It's a Packard starter. This would be good because I know what this one is. This is progressively a little tougher. Josel.
Yeah.
What is this part?
That is the adapter gear that goes from the air compressor to your power steering pump.
Yes, sir. Look at that. Very good. Josel.
Yeah.
What is this little treasure?
That's the water neck from that Cummins.
Okay. Guys, I don't know if we're going to fool Joe with anything here. Do you guys see anything I need to be running by him? Hold on. Joseph! What is this little treasure?
That's my homemade bottle opener.
Oh, I see. You guys see the edge there? Okay, wow. Yeah, I feel like at this point, Joe knows everything. Joe knows his stuff. Joseph! No, I know what this is.
That's a decrepit exhaust manifold bolt.
It is decrepit. Look at that thing. Crusty boy. Okay. Oh, this one might be tough. Joseph.
That's the throttle spring.
Throttle spring?
For that 12 valve pump.
Okay, guys. Well, if you're getting as bored with this game as I am, because Joe knows everything. Okay, the tables are turning. Not going to be good. Well, if we tell by this is something that is made to be locked in to like a, normally this would be like on a loader, right? Like to keep a pin in on a loader. But it looks like it's a custom made tool.
It's a tool now.
Okay. I'm guessing that it used to be the pin that held Joe's bucket on his telehandler. No? No, it's not. Chisel.
That's a clutch cross shaft from like a medium duty Isuzu truck, I think.
Oh, wow. Wow, Joe. Wow. Could have started with like an exhaust manifold for me. What's this? That's a can of paint, Joe. What is this? That's brake fluid. Okay, you know, we could have kind of built, I feel like we should have built. This is an X3000 crossmember clutch frame on an Isuzu that was made from between 1994 and 1998, only in
I
India.
used to play around with bicycles, you know, take apart, put them together.
Like customize them and like, do you ever put like the big forks on the front so you got like a big old
No, we
wheel?
didn't do anything like that.
Okay.
You know, take apart and paint the handlebars, or you know, new rims, or you know, want a different rear rim with a different gear ratio, or
Oh, really?
something
You
like
do
that.
stuff like that?
Yeah, I remember my dad had this old Tecumseh engine in the shed, just an engine,
Tecumsehs, what were those?
like a little air-cooled 3-horse.
Like prior to Briggs and Stratton? Similar.
Yeah. And I pulled that thing out of the shed and just took it all apart to figure out how it worked, put it back together, and made it run.
How old were you when you did that? Junior high?
Yeah, like, it might have been before that. So I bought my first car when I was 14. The first one ended up being a dud. I was actually working at a bicycle shop. He restored antique bicycles from the 40s, 50s, you know. His son had this 78, 9 Oldsmobile Cutlass. Didn't run very well, but the engine was good, and he said it was perfect, you know. And I think I paid like $200 for it. Found somebody to haul it for me, and started working on it, jacked it up, crawled underneath it, and the frame rounds where they went over the rear tires completely rotted out. There was no frame. There was no frame there. Just gone. Oh, what am I gonna do now? I got the engine running pretty good, and basically sold it to get my money back. What's Fred want for his first car? No dreams of a first car?
Yeah, what do you want? You don't like stuff that's up high.
I don't
He
care.
kind of likes hugging the road when he drives. Which is going to sound funny, but he's like, give me the Taurus over the Expedition. We got a 97 Honda Civic. It's basically one owner. Good little rig. Needs a new clutch.
Back in the day, I did some front-wheel drive stuff
See,
for a long time.
it like diesel stuff, like, yeah, let's tear into it, let's do it. Even up home at the shop, you know, I'm like, yeah, we can pull a transmission, do a clutch, you know, we've done that. But like a little car, I'm like, I wouldn't have a clue where to start. That'd be a good project to start. You think, friend?
Yeah.
Maybe. We've got a '69 Ford Galaxy, big old 4-door boat, one owner that we bought in South Dakota.
Yeah.
off an old ranch auction, farm auction. Got like 90,000 miles on it. It just needs a tune-up, I think.
Yeah.
That's the one I used to take to prom and stuff. I'd think, oh yeah, taking the Galaxy to prom.
Yeah, so then after the Cutlass, I bought a 66 Thunderbird. Never drove it.
You never drove it either?
So I blew that all apart. Everything. Took everything off. Started putting, had quarter panels that were rotted out in the back. And I started putting new quarter panels on it. And that was when I was in high school. And it was in my father's garage. Well, when I went away to college, he decided he wanted his garage back. So that car got pushed outside.
But you left it in all those pieces and just went off to college?
Yep.
See you later, Dad.
So, you know, bare metal through a couple Buffalo winters. It was pretty much junk.
And it just kind of went the way of the wind.
Yeah, I got back from college and was like, well, I don't really want to start all over. So the first car I had, which I didn't have for very long, was a Ford Exploder.
Are you guys getting the impression that Joe has a hard time getting your, you know, we got the Cutlass, $200 Cutlass? No. The T-Bird? No. The Explorer?
Exploder?
Yeah. Is that?
It exploded.
It exploded.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise. Didn't you have a real nice boat too? Didn't you and your buddies have a boat?
It wasn't nice. No. It was free.
Now, there is a statute of limitations, you guys, on these type of things.
Yeah.
I think this story is safe to be told. if he's comfortable. It's been, gotta be what, 25 years? 20? 25, it's gonna be 25 years ago.
Probably.
Oh yeah. State of New York? Sorry, statute of limitations. Are you still,
I don't know.
He may not tell it. This might just be a shop story that you don't ever get to know. Fred, I'll tell you on the way home. You guys are just out of luck, right? Alright, we're gonna get this pulled in here. Got that engine drying. We got a ways to go yet before we get that engine coming. I got a lot of stuff I got to show you guys about this engine. A lot of cool things. We are really performance building this thing. So the conversion we got to figure out is this is the motor mount. This is the same kind of style of mount that was on the Coronado. It's like this little V saddle deal. And the old ISX has this big old horsey thing, but this mount is too high. It's clear up at the top of the bell housing. If you look in there, see how high it is compared to where that other one sits. So either gotta create some mounts, order some custom kind of made mounts, or go to the junkyard and find old Freightliner Series 60 mounts. But then we're getting into having to drill. And what do you think?
I think it's gonna be fab work no matter what you do.
Yeah. Okay, so where we're at, kind of just to bring you up to speed on this. Of course, as you know, engine is built, it's together. We got a few accoutrements to bolt on, air compressor, turbo manifold, some accessories, things like that. It's ready to go. We brought the Pete down. It's got the X15 sitting in it. A couple things Joe wants to look at here to see what it's going to take. I've got all of the parts. There's basically certain parts that you need, conversion parts that allow an old engine to fit into a new chassis, both physically. There's a lot of, engine mounts are different. You got to deal with that. You've got piping, for your air intake, for your coolant lines, radiator to attach. It's used to attaching to, an X15 Cummins. It's now going to attach to a 12.7 60 series Detroit. So there's just some different things there. A lot of little tweaks and changes and such. Of course, first things first, we got to get this X15 out of here. But Joe had a few things in mind he wanted to look at. I do have a lot of these parts and pieces coming, but engine mounts are something that we haven't quite settled on. What do you think, man? It's gonna look good, huh? It's gonna look good. Just wait till we get the accessories all on. It is gonna be its own little creature, you guys. The efficient machine. That, the black. It's gonna be cool.